What's up, everyone? It's your boy Jamaica here, coming at you with another deck tech. This is my Wizards list for season 28. I've made plenty of Wizards lists on this channel, if you've noticed, and I really do love Naban and Harmonic Prodigy. They're just awesome cards. I love value out of my creatures. That's what I really love. Um, this list is kind of a throwback from season 20, where in the PD 500 of that season, I decided to play Blade Splicer into my list. And back then, we didn't have Harmonic Prodigy, it wasn't printed yet. We had Panharmonicon instead. So Blade Splicer kind of fit the curve. You want to put kind of put a body in that three slot. You wanted to make a bunch of bodies, and it was really good at closing out games. The deck doesn't have a problem like kind of closing out games, but like once you like bounce all their permanents, it doesn't matter what you attack with. You just kind of kill them eventually. But having a Blade Splicer effect does help. So, but now with the new Phyrexian all be one set, MALCATOR Purity Overseer is a new wizard that is basically Blade Splicer on drugs. It's insane, actually, because you're making all these like extra tokens with Naban and Harmonic Prodigy. The trigger on the second part, where at the end of stuff you've made three more artifacts enter the battlefield, you get another token. So that's pretty great, especially with Harmonic Prodigy. So your best turns are kind of like turn one, either one of these. If you get two of these, that's awesome. So any two of these, basically, or like Naban, Harmonic Prodigy, or double Harmonic Prodigy, then you cast a Malcator, you can get at least 5 to 6 golems, depending on like if you have double Harmonic Prodigy or not. Because the Harmonic Prodigy also triggers the trigger, not just the enters the battlefield trigger, but the other trigger that happens at your end step. So that's pretty hilarious. So, but to try to fit all that though, we got to start with the mana base. We're going with 23 lands. A bunch of these like tapped duels, island or Molten Tribe Brewery and Idyllic Beachfront. You need like a set amount of islands to turn on the check lands, which I think are just like the next best thing towards making a 3 color mana base. So I think I'm at the bare minimum. This is 9 islands, but most of the time you're trying to keep like a hand with an island, and then you see the other part. Secluded Courtyard is kind of a must here with all the tribal stuff. It's kind of one of the best lands that is coming to pay dreadful for tribal decks. So this just gets to cast any color. So it's basically free 4 free colored sources, and then I have about from there like 7 extra white sources and 5 red sources. That's enough, I think. I've been pretty like lucky with having all these. I did have to cut one of the Riptide Laboratories. I usually play 3. Now I'm playing 2. This is kind of just a late game engine. It doesn't really come up that often because like with Malcator games and a lot faster now. But the Riptide Lab is still pretty good. You just sometimes you just want to like bounce a Seagate Oracle and draw more cards. Mostly their deck is pretty self-explanatory. I will say Prodigy, the band are pretty great. Reflector Mage is back in the list now that you're playing white again. You might as well. It's a really good card. There are plenty of decks that play tons of creatures, so Reflector Mage, a former banned card in Standard, gets his way back in. Malgator, I already talked about. It's pretty awesome. Even though it's legendary, you want to play forward. The deck does play a ton of legends, like Venser as well. Venser is pretty much the late game. It's like anything you want to do. Seagate Oracle kind of ties the room together. Ponder's still here because it's a blue deck, because why not? I'm playing all the step throughs because all I really care about is just getting one of these creatures. So I don't really have much else I want to play. Essence Flux, it's a blue bounce, don't have Ephemerate. Do have Cloud Shift, but blue is just better on the mana. And the Disabled Detention Sphere is just a fun of. For a while, I was playing with a couple of Izzet Static Caster in the deck, and that was pretty great against like a lot of different matchups. But I like Detention Sphere. It's kind of a catch-all. You're in the colors, why not? I think it's just fine. I don't know if I'll really miss Staticaster, but Staticaster was really good in some spots. Did they make the mana a bit awkward with the red, but I think the Tendency will probably be just as good. The sideboard here, Dispel, Wizard's Retort, and Thorn Amethyst. Dispel and like all these are just kind of counter spells when you're like creature bounce is not really good. So Dispel's just a 1 mana counter against like High Tide, stuff like that. Wizards of Taurus is pretty decent and just kind of mid-range matchups. They're just any It's a 2 mana counter spell, it's fine. And Thorn I'm trying out. Most of my deck is like creatures, so you can pour it out some of these like non-creatures. So this doesn't like Wizard Cycle is an ability, so it doesn't really get caught with the Thorn, so that's kind of fine. But like Ponder and Essence Lutz will like kind of get worse with Thorn, but that's fine. I think like it's better to have some sort of like Storm or combo hate like that. Next, your Defensive Sphere for whatever. Sorcerer Spyglass. There are decks like Thopter Sword, which kind of ruin your day in this deck, or I don't know. There's gotta be Charbelcher. There's another deck that kind of dies to Spyglass, maybe. And then Lantern Loss for just random graveyard decks. I did make the Dredge video, which, by the way, thank you all for the support from the last video. It was pretty great. Had a really great showing there. But hope you stuck around for this video. Another fun wizard list. There's going to be a tournament today. So at least 4 rounds, 4 rounds at least. I remember saying in the last video, I don't only do leagues more, but, you know, I like doing tournaments too. And I do, I'll just mention it real quick, but like, I'm like tied for second in lifetime tournament wins. I want to get like 2 second or at least a bot first, but it's gonna take a while. I didn't really play like 1-2 tournaments a week just due to my work schedule. So I'm trying to take the tournaments a little. I'm trying to take them a little more seriously, and I actually do believe in this deck as like a very viable strategy. And this is like if you're just like kind of left alone to your own devices, this will beat up a lot of decks, like a ton of decks. I think combo is probably the hardest matchup, just like High Tide and maybe not Dredge so much. Maybe like Belcher could be like annoying. That could be an annoying matchup. So those are my kind of scary decks, and High Tide is probably one of the better decks in the format. But everything else, I feel confident in. I feel confident in the matchups. You know, Reflector Mage can do a lot of work against creature decks, and MALCATOR can just kind of make an army real quick. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Yet another wizard list here. Let's do it. Oh, all right. Round 1. I'm on the draw. This hand's like slow-ish. Um, I have all my lands. Like I can't complain about a hand like this with the land, so I'll keep. I can cast whatever I draw, which is good. Okay. Lenormand's Militant is an interesting combo. I don't know what it's going to be. We'll have to draw any of the 2-drop enablers. Start this. It's just a weird combination. Most people play this in White Weenie or like the Black-White Orzhov deck or the Black-White Midrange deck. So, all right, Double Trouble. Fume Spitter. Okay. All right, we found the Prodigy. Which actually is a 1-3. I don't know why it's a 1-3. It just stuffed these 2 ones. I can't actually attack with a Fume Spitter, so I'm just gonna hang out. And I get a double Reflector Mage them later. Spore Frog. Oh, jeez. It's happening. It's happening. Well, I could D-sphere these things. That's almost better than just, like, Reflector Maging them. I kind of like that. All right. Next. Oh, they targeted the one that's pretty smart. But it's fine. I can just block, so it's not a big deal. There's Spore Frog in this deck. What is this deck? I don't know. This is a new... this is a brew, but it's good. That's what we're here for. We're here for the brews. This might be a thing that kills my Prodigy here. Creekwood Liege. Okay. Pumps this. This is get in. Okay, I'll just block. Alright. Here comes the rain of Reflector Mages. Oh, they have a companion. It's Umori, so it's all creatures. This deck is all creatures. Interesting. Freebooter. Freebooter's gonna get something. Not really. Oh, it's non-creature, non-land, so they get the flux. I guess I could have just like taken. I could have just fluxed my Reflector Mage here. Probably just better than losing it. But I have another Reflector Mage. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm just gonna bench with. Yeah, they looked at my hand. It's like, yep, let's wipe it up. Okay. I don't think I really need much in this matchup. They're all creatures. I can play the other D Sphere over like a step through, but I like these matchups. I like these kinds of matchups. I guess I'll just do that. It's okay. I don't really need much else. I don't think I need Wizard's Retort. This is just one of those matchups where Reflector Mage is very good. Clearly, with the 36 creature deck. I would like the Brew, though. It just seems like an amalgamation of random black and green creatures. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I hope there's like some sort of like combo or loop with like some of these like stack outlets. God, I need to clean my desk. It's disgusting. There's like dust everywhere. All right. Well, it's not a good hand. The double colorless lands are not good. Even if this was like double, this would have been possible with like double secluded courtyard, but any of this, I'm gonna go to 5. This is not keepable. All right, we'll have to believe here. I'm gonna keep a prodigy, and I'll keep the step through. I could draw like a red source here for this. Okay. I'll actually take any land. At least I can sack the Oracle. But I have like 8 lands that make red here for the prodigy. That come into play untapped, so this is fine. Worst case, I could step through from the ban if I don't draw a land. Ooh, Fauna Shaman in their like toolbox deck. That's kind of nuts. Okay. I guess I could go get in the ban, but they can go get that Fume Spitter. I doubt they attack with Fauna Shaman. I could get Reflector Mage. That's not bad here. Okay, what do they get? Discarded the Militants. Other guy's Mesmeric Fiend. That's not bad. That's fine. Let's see what they take. If they take the step through, that's okay. If they don't take the step through, I'm probably getting Reflector Mage here. And I'll just do it on the Fauna Shaman just to buy some time. My hand's like okay. It's not like amazing. They probably take step through. If I had a step through for Reflector Mage, just take the Reflector Mage, so we'll make them make the mistake, I think. The Prodigy is like interesting, but I don't know if it's like takeable. I can't even cast it. Alright, they took the step through, which I think is the correct choice. But I can just play like Seagate Oracle here. I will take Naban, because or I can Naban Seagate and then just try to draw another land for the Harmonic Prodigy. I just get to draw 2 cards off the flux. I gotta stop this though. This is getting nuts. I could play Spyglass against them. Spyglass can actually take care of this. Skylasher is a weird discard because I actually don't have answers to any sort of pro blue stuff. So I'm actually surprised they discarded this, but they probably want, yeah, they get to kill the Seagate Oracle. I don't even know it's like that's great, but this is fine. I might, she might board it. Well, oh no, I have D Seers, but I don't like Spyglass could actually do anything else other than stop Fauna Shaman, which is a big deal. Could draw all a red source here. I could just play double wizard, and then all right. I think I might. Okay, I have a new plan. I'm gonna D-sphere this, but then I like take 6. Ugh. I can't believe you can say no to that. It's weird that it's a May. All right, I'm gonna take a bunch. Okay, they just have another one. Yeah, so then being like a Fauna Shaman deck is like pretty makes a lot of sense. I'm just gonna get to see it. I don't know if I can come back from this. I would have to like I could like flux, but I have to block, and then it's just like, yeah, I'll just go to the next game. I'm kind of like so behind here. Mulling to 5 didn't help either. I could have drawn the Venser. Yeah, I could think I might just play Spyglass. It's kind of a goofy include, but Fauna Shaman is their whole plan, right? So, hmm. Actually, I like all the creatures. Kind of like blocking. I kind of like Ponder, or I kind of Ponder, sure. I actually like Flux over Ponder, weirdly enough, in this deck. They show the Umori. Oh, just goofy one-landers. I hate it. All right, this hand is completely doable. I have I have double Spyglass here and like all my mana, so I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna get rid of the Courtyard. I hope they have like triple Fauna Shaman in their hand or something. Okay, they start where they tap land. Ooh, I mean Fauna Shaman doesn't matter if I just played in a ban here. I just like bounce it forever, so if I play like a turn 2 Fauna Shaman, it just gets bounced. This might not even matter. I can play like Fume Spitter. Militant, sure. Hmm. I want a little bit of value out of this Spyglass. I want to get it down now. Okay. Oh, they have a They have the Skylasher. That's so brutal. I can't. I don't know if I can actually beat a Skylasher. Uh, okay. They have a Revoker. I don't know why I have Revoker. I guess they remember like some. I did play like Static Caster, so maybe they like think Revoker's good. So I will say Fauna Shaman here. I actually cannot beat a Skylasher. The deck is like I could block it with like Prodigy. That's pretty much it. I have no like single white removal or like red removal. I hope they just run out the Skylasher or the Fauna Shaman. Or they probably play Fiend. Yeah, I have double Mage here. I think I missed the land drop too, so I just cleaned it up here. Okay. Oh, they found a land. This is their hand. Gotta like you gotta have to reflect the mages because I can't give them a Strangler fodder here. God, the Skylasher is actually going to destroy me. This means I can never attack with the demand now, because if they just keep two untapped mana, because then just like a threat of the Skylasher. I wonder if they just had this in their deck and didn't know on the board, but I guess I could name like Step Through. Technically, that's an activated ability. Okay, they just play the Skylasher, which is pretty decent because I can't like kill it. Okay, let's ponder. All right, ponder, help me out. MALCATOR, that's what I'm talking about. MALCATOR blocks the Skylasher. All right, never mind. I can beat Skylasher. Never mind. Forgot about good old MALCATOR. Good old Phyrexian Elephant Wizard. So they might replay the Fiend here, but now I have two removal spells. They make another land drop, which I think they played their land already. They played the land away, so now I get to just kill the Fiend. And then come in with the golems. This is probably just Fauna Shaman. Or, oh, double black? Okay, they name Revoker. They can only really name Step Through. That's the only card they can actually name. Step Through is an activated ability. Lantern of the Lost. Well, I didn't board that in. I don't know if their deck even have like graveyard stuff. Alright, I gotta get rid of this Fiend. That was a courtyard I knew about. I don't want to even keep Ponder on top. Not really sure. Alright, gotta get rid of this. I don't mind coming in with the golems. Um, I'm not really worried about blocking the Skylasher. I guess I can start, like, if I draw another land, I can start bouncing and replaying the MALCATOR over and over as just, like, making a small army. It's really slow. I need 6 mana after that to do it on my turn. Alright. Alright. Don't have anything to process here, so they're just doing this to block. But I mean, I have the mage. Alright, let me ponder first, see what's up. Ooh. A lot of stuff. Don't want to, if they have another discard spell, I don't want to lose the Prodigy. So I guess just like bounce two things, keep attacking. They know I have this mage already, so um doesn't really matter. They're just effectively the same card in my mind. They have to block eventually. Okay. Eventually I could just all-out attack. I don't think I really care about my creatures. I can take the Hidden Quagmire to block if they decide to just hold back. Well, they don't know they have another Reflector Mage. They have double Strangler in their hand, so they definitely have like 2 cards they can't play. This is the one I bounced. This is the one that was already there. 5 mana. Genesis. Oh, okay. That's why they have... That's why they got their thing. Okay. Well, just run out my stuff. Um, I don't think I could lose from here. 3, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, I just attack with everyone. I can be a Skylasher. I actually can be a Skylasher. Just bounce everything else. Alright, cool. Alright, Skylasher's not too bad. Alright, round 2 with the wizard deck. Okay, these hands can't stop. Wow, okay. This comes with the territory. This hand is great. I will keep. I get rid of Seagate. Turn 2 can tutor for anything. Or I could just draw. I could just draw one of the 8 Paint Harmonicon wizards. Most of the time, this mana base is good when I start with an island. Alright, I get probed. So they see what's up. Power Depot. Okay, are they Affinity? Okay, I get my revenge on Affinity. That's pretty great. Okay. So I'm definitely getting Reflector Mage now. No, I don't know. I think I have to get Reflector Mage now. Assuming they're Affinity. Only Affinity would play this land. Because I have the, like, Essence Flux, too, so I can just, like, bounce a lot of stuff. Arcbound Worker, okay. Well, I don't really like Reflector Maging and Arcbound Worker, so... I think I'll just... Actually, I think I'll just get, like, a Harmonic Prodigy, play the tap land, and just pass. They can't have removal. It's like... Their deck is all artifacts, right? Okay, I do Reflector Mage anyway, so... We're about to get some value. Even if they, like, poop their hand out here, I have, like, Mage plus Flux, so... I'm kind of down. God, Venture's gonna eat up these tap lands, too. Ravager, sure. I block. I will block, actually. I love blocking here. Oh, right. They can just pump this. Okay, my bad. If they're gonna, like, sack all their lands for this, I'm kind of down. I'm actually kind of down for this. It sucks I lose a Prodigy, but, like, I just ate 2 lands with this Reflector Mage. Okay, I have an Aband now, too. I could just, like, take a turn off and Aband? How greedy can I get? I'm gonna get greedy. I'm gonna get real greedy. The answer is very greedy. I forgot these are artifact lands, but I didn't think they'd do that. Probe me again. Now I have the Reflector Mage. Now they see Reflector Mage. And they see what's about to happen. But they could, like, play around it by not playing any more creatures. Alright. Drum's really good here. Just kind of makes more mana. One card I am worried about is No, I'm not worried about Edge Champion, because once I get MALCATOR beats Edge Champion. So I'm not worried about Edge Champion at all. The best bet might be they'll flood the board here, so I have to choose on Reflector Mage, but I don't really have to choose. I have Essence Flux. Everything can just go away if I feel like it. Okay, another Ravager, sure. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to bounce 2 things, and then see what they do with the Ravager here. Double Ravager is actually really scary. So bounce this. Bounce this. I feel like they're going to eat with this Ravager. And if they do that, I just Essence Flux. And then, like, what can they do, really? But even if they don't eat, I just, like, I mean, I think I'm just at select no matter what. Like, they know what I have. They probe me. They know exactly what's going on. So they know I'm gonna flux. So I don't know if eating is good, but because if they eat this and then just lose, they lose more stuff. It's not good. It's not good for them. Okay, they are gonna eat. Okay. Decided to eat everything. This is totally fine. I have another flux. I mean, I guess it's wastes of flux, but it doesn't really. This is not a waste to me. I spent 2 cards at each 3, so I think I'm fine with this. I don't know if they're surprised or not, but it's like you knew I had it. You knew I had it. Right, come in. Venser would be great at any point. So many tap lands here. Mirror Enforcer, sure. It's actually a big body for my deck. Okay. Could draw a lot of cards here. I have a lot of good looks, right? When you say. The band's not one of them. I'll take the lab. Lab can bounce back the reflector wage. I haven't made my land drop yet, so Prodigy's nice. I could take that. Alright. I'm gonna hold the Prodigy back. I could block. I could block and then bounce the next 2 things. Or 3 things, actually, with Prodigy. They don't... Because I could do, like, Prodigy... I could go Prodigy for Reflector Mage and just kill everything. Alright. They just scoop the... Alright, awesome. Again, another creature matchup. I don't really hate these matchups. I'm gonna bring in the other D-Sphere, take out a Step Through. I think I'm good to go. I should take out a Ponder. I kind of want to take out Ponder. Step Through is just too good. Step Through just gets Reflector Mage versus Ponder is just kind of whatever. Ponder's just fine at smoothing out the draws a bit, but Step Through is literally Demonic Tutor. So why would I want to bin that? I'm gonna keep. I have double mage, and I mean, I just need an island, and I'm on the draw, so this hand's pretty good. Otherwise, if I draw an island, and the other hand's like a bunch of tap lands, so okay. If I draw an untapped land here, I could just play the Prodigy. So I will start with Sulphur Falls. Island is still good here. Ooh, Ward 2, that's kind of nuts. Ward 2 is kind of nice against my deck. See, there's the island. Ugh. Ward is basically hexproof. They fixed it. They freaking fixed it. Okay, probe. My hand's decent, except against Automaton. I can't even say the word right now. Automaton. 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 It is gonna take a while to take out this patchwork, though. Maybe I can like step. If nothing happens, if they don't do anything, maybe I can step through for. I don't know. I mean, I have whatever I have. But ooh, spatial contortion, nice. Okay. Well, I'm definitely Reflector Raging that, just so I can block the patchwork. It's still a 2/3. I mean, they can just play another random artifact spell. Reflector Range is still good, even with or without the doublers. I have Venser coming up now, and I have 4 lands. The great problem with this deck is that the deck functions perfectly fine without the Panharmonicon wizards. It just still does its thing. Probe me again. I drew a land. I'm indifferent on Probe in these sort of decks. I assume they're like a really low land count, so Probe is like kind of free to like kind of draw lands. All the lands are just kind of like 2 mana lands in a sense if you think about like Affinity. The add a mana towards Affinity. Oof, double patchwork, that's kind of gross. Wait, is this like ability too? So I know it just spells. Or no, ability is like the Reflector Mage. So not really gonna block. So I can step through for another Harmonic Prodigy. That's not bad. And then I can like Venser like crazy. Or I can play the actually I might just play the Tribituary and then step through for that. And then I have Reflector Mage to add to bounce the big thing. I like that play. I'll do that. Not in a hurry. My total is pretty high, so they're not gonna like blitz me out. There's no like cranial plating effect. Um, there are like there's stuff like Master of Ethereum. It's pretty good. Okay, Ornithopter's gonna make blocking kind of a nightmare because I can replay their Frogmite now. I might have to bounce. Yeah, no, I can't do. That's right. I can't double spell here because I have to pay for that. Yeah, Steel Overseer. I have to bounce that. Okay, these things are getting kind of big though. Okay, that's their hand. Well, I have to block now. Well, I could block and Flux. I could block Flux and bounce something else and still like step through for something. So yeah, let's just do that. Flux. Bounce this. The scariest thing. Take 5. I am kind of behind the 8 ball though. If I draw a D-sphere though, I'm probably just gonna D-sphere the 2 of those. Alright, I'm gonna go get a Prodigy. MALCATOR would also be kind of a good draw. I could just like make a bunch of things. Okay, now I have options. Well, they're kind of top decking, so I kind of like Prodigy Mage and then just like block a little bit. If I could, because if I draw another, if I draw another Flux or an Aban or a Prodigy, I can make a bunch of golems. Because as it stands, I am just gonna have to chump anyway, so I might as well just like reduce the board a bit with the Flector Mage. I'll probably just chump with one of them. I could go to 5 at least. Hopefully they don't have like hopefully they don't have like a Michiko's Reign of Truth or whatever, the thing that pumps like artifacts. In fact, I'm gonna bounce. Okay, I'm gonna bounce this. I'm actually gonna bounce the Ornithopter over. I could block a Frogmite. I just kind of thought about that other random card. I'll leave Frogmite back. MALCATOR will gum up the board for a minute, so it's not too bad. But these things are kind of getting out of control. I have to figure it out. I used to have Rebuild in my sideboard too, But like, I never played it against any artifact decks. Oh yeah, their next turn, so they get to replay that. I played that's on my turn, so now it's their next turn. So it's kind of annoying. Okay, I guess I'm going to 3 because I can't really loot. I guess I could block both of them, but if I draw like a flux, I might need the flux. So I'll just go to 3. I might need a reflector mage to flux, so I'm gonna keep one. Okay, I can destroy the reflector mage. Um, I mean, eventually I have to chump, right? The overseer is not helping though. Kind of have to keep bouncing that. That early, I'm just like chumping endlessly. It's kind of rough. Next turn I have to double block, but it's like, yeah. Let's just keep bouncing. I guess I could have paid two to bounce one of these things. Why didn't I just do that? What am I doing? I have mana up. Oh my god. What am I doing? I should just concede now. What am I doing? I just, like, who cares about the Arcbound worker? I was thinking so hard. I was just jamming them when he used it. My oh gosh. Okay, that was my bad. I'm just waiting for like a Ravager to like kill me or something. Alright. Ravager's pretty good. I'm just gonna concede. I'm conceding the Ravager. It's kind of tough. They can kind of move around stuff. It's gonna be really rough. Okay. I could. I'm not gonna Spyglass for Ravager or Overseer. We'll just run it back. All right. I'm gonna keep. Do I? Yeah. I can keep. I can get Reflector Mage here. I think his hand's like a little slow, but I could draw in the ban. But I have like MALCATOR, which is pretty good. Starting off with Island is so strong. I have Tree Tails too, that's right. Tree Tails is so good. Okay. Now this makes like getting the ban really good. Because I get the ban next turn Valkator, Flux, and I get like I get a bunch of stuff. Hopefully they don't have the I mean I have the Flux, so if they have the facial contortion to save the ban, I don't want to use it though. I'll have to though. It's a good start. They're running away from playing a Mirror Enforcer though, so it's kind of scary. Ooh. I don't have a red source though, fortunately. I assume they'll tap out this next turn or even attack with a factory, so I don't have to worry about spatial contortion as much. Not really sure. Okay, Ravager is fine. I prefer they tap out. What if they just drew this? I wonder if they knew they could have played this last turn. They might have just drawn this. Alright, it seemed to be out of stuff. So I'm going to make a bunch of things. I'm going to take 7. It's okay. I get to make like 5 things with this. Unfortunately, Ravager makes things a little complicated in terms of blocking. Did they have like Metallic Rebuke? Okay. They just like paused really long. I was like, do you have Metallic Rebuke? That'd be nice. That'd be nutty. Deck seems sweet. The deck is sweet. Alright. So I make 4 things. I get another trigger here. This is not Harmonic Prodigy, unfortunately. So I only get 1 extra golem. Alright. Alright. Small army assembled. Alright, what are we doing here? What's up? What are we doing? Chief of the Foundry. You got it. Another Enforcer. Okay, that's it. That's it, right? I will triple block this. I'll do it. I will do it. I will triple block this, but I kind of have to. And then everything else just like starts folding Defensor slowly. I'll triple block this for like a 2/3 of a card. If I use 2 cards to make 15 power, and I block with 3 of them. How many card worths is that? I don't know. It's like a card and a half, maybe? I guess? I don't know. If I were them, I would attack with everyone, I think. I think attack all is really good. Because, like, my blocks are, like, triple block this. Top lands would be better. I mean, I talk about lands, I don't know. I have a Venture in my hand already, so, like, my hand's pretty good to begin with. I don't need much. Oh, no attacks? Love it. Love it. Can I get the Ponder? No, I'm gonna just hold a Fencer. I just hold a Fencer for, like, anything. The next turn I can Ponder and do some nonsense. Okay. They know my hand. They've already probed me. They know I have a Vencer. So there's like very little information that's like unknown. Another Chief. Chief is pretty good. I mean, I can't really triple block this now. So I'm like kind of chumping. Well, I could still triple block. I could bounce a Chief, triple block this, and then it would just die. Okay. Alright. This attack feels better. Actually, I could just double bounce these things, and then triple block, and I would lose. Oh, great. Thank you. I was bouncing this anyway. I guess I could also just, like, save this with the Ravager. I have to pre-Vencer first. God. Ravager is so dumb. But I have to, like, block the Ravager now. Let's see. I can just bounce the Ravager, too. Make them start doing things. I like bouncing Ravager Chief, I think. And this Chief. Because this is the 2/3. I could just chump it. I could just block this outright. Okay. And now they have to start deciding now what to do with the Ravager. I'd rather be in this position than be in a position where I block, and then they get to move Ravager stuff around. So now they have to, like, kind of think about, well, what do I do now? And then my blocks feel a little better. I can start, like, okay. Okay, they're pumping this. This is fine. I get to make some trades, too. I get to trade the Frogmite for my Vencer here. The Enforcers are a bit annoying. Okay, they're kind of just selling out here. They're probably going to, like, put this all onto the Patchwork, which is fine. I could just chump it if that's the case. So they sacked itself. They're putting on the Patchwork. That's totally fine. I could just, like... They didn't even, like, wait for this to resolve, which is awkward. I could quad block. I could quad block. Okay, so... This is just going to be chumped infinitely, I think, for a while. These things are annoying, though. Maybe I just... Let me just line up some blocks. I kind of want to double block here. Double block this. No, well, I can't not block. I can't not block this. I could just take 5. I could just chump here, chump here. This will die because this will die. This is okay. This only kills one. This kills one. I still have the MALCATOR hanging out. Yeah, I like this. And really, the Reflector Mage away from coming back in this game. I can just find Reflector Mage in this next turn. Seagate's pretty good, too. I'll play Ponder, though. Ponder's less mana, looks at one less card, but it's okay. There's another Venser. I like Venser. There's the MALCATOR as well. I didn't like that. Oh, wait, that's fine. Okay. Alright, go. Let's get a chunk with the Venser. They get to replay the Chief here, which does trigger this. Sure. Alright. I'm actually going to try to kill this Mirror Enforcer here. So bounce this. Bounce this. Bounce this, because I don't want to face another random attacker. I'm just going to chump with the Venser, double block with the Mirror Enforcer. I get another MALCATOR coming up. I could keep Venser around too, though. Yeah, I could just do that. That's probably just better. Let's see if they kill if they don't kill the Venser, then I have something to blink later. Like, yeah, this should just kill Venser. It's kind of a similar result. So next card is the other MALCATOR, which is kind of refuels the board. I could hold the MALCATOR, maybe, and try to find a land here. That's a bit greedy, but I do have just a chump blocker anyway, so... I guess that's kind of fine. If I find an untapped land, I could bounce MALCATOR and then double MALCATOR next turn, which is kind of funny. I have to take the Venser. So if I find an untapped land here, this is awesome. It's also just chumps, the Seagator. I can't, I have really two blockers back, though. I can't just get, like, got by, a Spatial Contortion here. So I'm going to leave back the Golem and the Seagate Oracle. Okay, let me resolve this. Let me resolve this. Their hand is the Chief and the Mishra's Factory, so they're just kind of top decking right now. Untap land would be great, though. Again, I can just bounce the MALCATOR. I can even just block with MALCATOR and bounce it. So then I have just infinite blockers against the Patchwork, and then that's, like, awesome. I probably couldn't even need to do anything. Okay, just conceding to this. Oh, I would have drawn untapped land. I would have infinite golems. I would have infinite. Alright. Alright, round 3 with the wizard deck. It's going good so far. I'm going to keep this hand, even though I have triple MALCATOR. I think that's a good thing. I could draw like a red source here. I'm going to draw Island Ponder. You know that. You know how it goes. Yeah, you wouldn't play Altar, though. I don't really like Altar in my list, but I had to make room for Breakthrough. All right. Legion's Landing. Could be White Weenie. I have to start with this. If I draw a Sulphur Falls here or Courtyard, we are good to go. I think my opponent's playing the Orzhov deck, or they could be playing White Weenie, who knows. Jury's out on this. Scary thing about this deck is they play like Zealous Persecution if it's the black-white deck, and kind of beats up on a lot of like my smaller creatures. Okay, they can actually turn on the Legion's Landing next turn. Kind of scary. Okay, and sad. One turn too late. I like the Flux. I like all of this. I don't want to lose this if they are some sort of black-white deck. So I can actually like double Prodigy and then just MALCATOR my life away. Okay, they are Orzhov. So I think they're the honor-bound Orzhov deck, which is like a weird mix of like mid-range and tokens. But it's pretty good. Squadron Hawk is a good card, so Lingering Souls is a great card. Probably gonna see it right here. They're gonna flip this Legion's Landing too, which actually ramps them. This is gonna be a slowish turn, but I'm gonna play a bunch of Prodigies. But their clock is not impressive yet. Their deck is based on a lot of like weird anthems. I do get the Venser a ton though. I get the end of turn Venser, and then maybe like the next land is the Flux. Actually, I could just Prodigy. Oh, and my next land's a Flux. That's right. My next card's a Flux, so I could just MALCATOR Flux, and I get like 6 golems here. And then I can just bounce these like Lingering Souls tokens soon. I mean, they can get vindicated. This thing can get vindicated to be really bad. Mirror Entity. What the heck? All right, this is not good. This is not good. Oh no, that's not good. All right, I think I have the Venser now. No, I have no. I mean, they're all 2/2s. Okay. Okay, I can still block one, but there's a lot of damage. Can I die next turn? They pump this for 5. It's 10 in the air. Yeah, so I have the Venser. I actually have the Venser everything. This is so annoying. Okay. But then, like, don't I just die to everything else? If these were if this was just a Reflector Mage, it'd be a lot different. It'd be a much different game. But I have MALCATOR, so let's just pass. Maybe they mess up or something. It's pretty obvious you just pump everything and attack. This is last known value, so if I bounce this now, yeah. It feels good to do this, so... I think I'm just dead regardless. Even if I flash in the Venser, I bounce 2 Spirit tokens. Yeah, I'm just dead no matter what. I can't... Yeah. I could have actually just bounced this, maybe, on my turn. I don't know, that's like winning magic. I don't know. Maybe I just bounce out on my turn. I don't know. Alright. Bringing the D-Sphere. It's pretty good against tokens. No, I'm not bringing Spyglass just for Mirror Entity. I might actually bring in Wizard's Retorts. It's kind of a goofy matchup. I think I'm going to bring in a couple of counter spells. I think I was supposed to just bounce the Entity, but then they just like pump. They reactivate, they replay it, pump again. In terms of like dealing damage to other things, I think there are a couple. But like, there's like View of Primer, so it goes to the face. The problem is the colors don't work that well for that splash a lot of red. I used to play with the Prophetic Titan. That was awesome, but it's a little expensive. I don't know what to cut here. Actually, I'm going to cut MALCATOR. They play a lot of flyers, so MALCATOR is like not as good. And it's a legend. I could just like not have a bunch. I don't know how many counter spells I want though. I think 2 is the right number. I don't know. Maybe I just don't even need counter spells. I could just play to the board, but that Mirror Entity is actually really good. Let's try this. Alright, got a mulligan. This hand is passable. I can keep. Just get rid of... I guess get rid of Ponder. I don't think I'll have time to cast this Ponder. I think I'm going to ban Seagate or to ban like Reflector Mage, but Ponder can just kind of hang out. It's just not that bad. You have like the Fumarole, I think, and like Sulphur Fall. Every land is a check land, so every mana base has a check land, so it's not bad. Mana bases are like pretty decent this season, I think, at least. Some are better than others, obviously. Like Black White's very good. Myth Realized? What? It was just like their own spin on it, I guess. Myth Realized does make a lot of sense, though. Like, the only reason this deck works is because of Secluded Courtyard. Like, it's such a... It's so free to have, like, this land in play. It's so free to make a 3-color, maybe even 4-color mana base if you tried really hard. Alright, Squadron Hawk. Just a crazy enabler for their stuff. Just draw. So we have the classic M11 Squadron Hawk. I like this art better than the newer one. It just reminds me of the old times. Oh, they only got 2 Hawks. I'm just gonna cast Seagate Oracle now that I've drawn this. I want to ensure my land drop here. Alright, I can take Step Through. Step Through can find MALCATOR or something. Reflector Mage is fine. I think I'll have to do that for a bit. Another Oracle could have been pretty good. I have the Essence Flux, though. I think this matchup may actually on whatever's on board here. Like, if they go, like, 3-drop here, I just get to bounce everything and for a bit, attack. Do like that plan a lot. Or even a Souls, I just eat 2 Spirit tokens. I'm totally fine with that, too. Mirror Entity. Well, this is all getting bounced. Hawk's coming in. Alright, I needed a land there, but it's okay. I have a lot to do. Entity is pretty decent. It's a good idea in this deck. It's funny they played Myth Realized and then played... I haven't seen a non-creature spell yet. If I recall, like, even the Honor-Bound list was mostly creatures, so... This is kind of a goofy card to have in. I guess they played a lot of, like, Legion Landings and Vindicates and whatever. I wonder what they cut for Mirror Entity, though. Hopefully he cut Zealous Persecution. They do not want to play against that card. Pop the Clue instantly. I don't really love bouncing the things. I do like the I can't Detention Sphere them. Okay. I think I'm just fluxing this a bunch. Yeah, definitely gonna flux this. I need to draw some cards. I can't Detention Sphere these things. Dang it. Alright, just looking for lands mostly. Okay, Retort, I can't even cast this. I'll take the Oracle. Alright, I'll take the Beachfront. It's the same thing. It'll enable the rest of the lands. I'm not gonna attack. Alright, now at least I can D-Sphere. If they play the Mirror Entity, I'm probably just gonna D-Sphere it. Or I could just, like, Reflector Mage, and then keep up the Essence Flux for whatever. Or if I draw a 5th land here, I can just like Venser Flux, which is always a great combo of ending games. This is Vindicate. It could be the Entity. Ooh, 4 mana. Okay, Hawk. I might just double Hawk. I think it's okay. I don't mind bouncing Squadron Hawks. I'll do that all day. Okay, all the Hawks are in their hand. Okay, we have 2 Hawks, and then a Mirror Entity and like 3 unknowns. I could just D-sphere them, but I don't know. Alright, Sulphur Falls is a great draw. Now I can bounce 4 things if I want to. I kind of want to bounce all their lands. Because I can just clean up everything else afterwards. Yeah, I like that. Just send them back to the Stone Age. If they have Force of Virtue, though, it's kind of annoying. It's just like a weird free spell that this deck can play. And then I can start like D-sphering, Reflector Maging if I draw a land. And then I just get like way ahead. I could have tried to bait them into like playing another Squadron Hawk for like triple D-sphere action by like bouncing the glue token. But I think it's a bit greedy. Alright. Now I can make some choices. Now this hole is very high, so I can definitely play around with that kind of play. And I can just step through for another Venser. Or I can step through for anything at this point. Or I can just cast step through. The forbidden cast step through. Hard cast step through is actually such a line that I love playing. Alright. Now they're probably discarding like Squadron Hawks here. Oh, they're coming in. I love it. I wish I had Is it Static Ash for my deck again. I wish. Alright, I'm gonna ponder here. Ooh, MALCATOR is great. This is kind of annoying because I kind of want to like. I guess I could just go like draw the MALCATOR, step through, but then I lose my land drop here. I kind of want this land drop. I guess I could just play. Yeah, hold on. Let me just do this. I'll take the MALCATOR here. Then play Seagate Oracle here. Oh, wait, don't let me cancel this. Let me. What are we doing? I could just. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna step through for Harmonic Prodigy. This is kind of greedy, but in 2 turns I'm cleaning up this entire board. So, or just like putting up a lot of nonsense. Like, I could have just drawn the land and just like killed everything here. I don't know. Attack with this. Not really in danger. I'm kind of want them to play another Squadron Hawk so I can D-sphere all of them. They have Force of Virtue? Okay, that's fine. I mean... They have Elspeth Tyrell in their deck? What the heck? Fergus Revoker, I don't know why people are bringing this in against me. It only actually is to stop step through and like... It's not... Is it land? No, they can't even stop the thing. Alright. Unfortunate, but they have one more Hawk to play. Revoker Scepter is the best line, for sure. I don't know if people actually are going to do that, though. They have a reasonable attack here. But I have D-Sphere for triple Squadron Hawk. The second. I can't resist. I have to play it. Hopefully I draw a land. And then I can make, like, 6 golems. It's actually 5. It should be 5 golems. Land, untapped land would be great. Would love an untapped land. Thank you. Thank you, MTGO. It like paused weirdly. I don't know why. Okay. So I can just like clean up everything if I want to and just attack a bunch. But I think I like putting this down and then Reflector Maging everything. Okay. Kill all these. Yes, I would like to use this ability. MALCATOR. Make 5 golems. 5 because of this trigger at the end. So triggers. This affects triggers. While this is enter the battlefield triggers. They're worded very differently. It's very funny. Okay. Give me 5. Next turn, they play the Mirror Entity, and I bounce it all, and they just die on the spot. See, Venture bounce for lands? Great. Who would have thought that, like... What is a spell that bounces all lands? I don't know. Lingering Souls, you got it. Alright, I'm gonna Oracle first. I'll take Ponder. I'll take another MALCATOR. I'll take Reflector Mage. Awesome, look at that. Game's kind of over, by the way. Unless they have a Wrath. And they can play Wrath of God. That'd be pretty good. I mean, it should be over right now. The game should be over just right now, but hopefully they don't have anything like random to play. I am attacking with about like 22 power, so I hope the game is over. Yep, good block. Okay. You know, I like MALCATOR. I don't know if I like Wizard's Retort on the draw. I don't think I love this card. I'll bring back this. I could play Spyglass against Mirror Entity. That'd be hilarious. And like now I can name. It's funny. I was just like clowning on people playing Revoker, and now I'm about to play like the same thing against a worse version. No, I think I like playing MALCATOR. I think MALCATOR is really helpful in some aspects. I don't know if I'll have time to like Wizard's Retort or anything. It's very much an on the board sort of deck. Actually, I'm gonna do this. All the step throughs, no pond, one less ponder. I wonder if I got that in time. I hope I did. Did I get that in time? I did, yeah. Okay. This is a perfect hand. I'm gonna keep. This hand's awesome. Maybe the Riptide Lab to start bouncing. Ugh. My opponent's playing fairly slow. I think they have a. I think they've said before they have a not great computer, but these are one of those games you kind of have to like. I mean, they have plenty of time to win or lose this game, but some of these decisions do take time. A lot of them are really that like intense for them, but it seems like they took some time to try to do things. So that could be a factor here in this game. It's almost 9 already. Jeez. Okay. Kind of hoping they don't have like Vindicates. Something I kind of missed or didn't kind of dodge game one. What's a bunch of Vindicates? They're mistapping for their Squadron Hawk. Wondering why they can't cast it. I love how I guess. I love how I can guess right. Way too late. Look how this fixes their mulligan. Look, then they have all the Squadron Hawks. Now they have all the Hawks. You can't stop. They just got one. Interesting. The only reason, I don't know why you would only get one in this scenario. Not really sure. I feel like you just want to fill your hand with it, right? Perfect mana now. Oh, I love Rainbow Lands. Thank you. All right, they they force in response. They have Worms Chain in their deck. I don't know why. So their hand is Hawk and something else. They had Worms Chain in their deck, so I don't know why. It's not bad in certain spots. My deck is very sorcery speed, so like maybe that's like a consideration of doing it. They'll probably just play another Hawk. But luckily I get the Reflector Mage it. And if they get 2 more Hawks, they can't really like double Hawk me next turn. So their hand's gonna be just like full of nothing next turn. Alright. If they have a random pump spell here, I will be shocked. Okay. Alright. Bounce double Hawk here. Next turn, I'm definitely just going to get Step Through. I'm going to Step Through Venser here and just kind of blow up the world. I still have Flux to bounce something if I really want to. Or I could just, like... I just Venser bounce. I think Venser Flux is really good, too. Sure. Well, I get to kill 2 things again. I guess I just, like... No, I'm just going to Flux this. It's totally fine. And I just bounce her. I keep this mage for the next Hawk wave. Okay, well, this is gonna get gross next turn. Okay. I guess I don't want to untap into their like thing. I don't know if they have instant speed removal though. What could they like? These decks don't play like Doomblade. They play like Vindicate. So I think I'm fine here. Maybe they tap out for like a Force of Virtue or something. I don't know. Kind of just eats it to like instant speed removal here, but I have another Flux anyway, so. I could have actually blocked in Flux, or, eh, but I'm just gonna single block here. I guess I mean like Zealot's Persecution is pretty bad for me. So I'll just block with this. If they have Zealot's Persecution, it's whatever. It's already, this rest of the just done its work. If they want to trade this, I'm totally fine. Because I'm at the Venser their lands. Okay. Otherwise, just go double hawk and pass, I guess. And then turn a Venser. Again, a Venser and a Venser bouncer lands, and then they're just back to turn one. Okay. This is fine too. I actually like Lingering Souls play a hawk. It's also really good. Hmm. I'll just bounce. I'll just bounce her spirit tokens now. I can get in with a mage. I could just like bounce everything here too, but it's not a big deal. If they force a virtue, I just flux. I just flux the virtues, I guess. And it's not probably have a good flux target. Soon I just have like enough mana to start riptiding every turn. I could just riptide the mage every turn, so it'll feel pretty happy. I could just like, and I could just venture. I could venture anything, any sort of spell that scares me now. I wonder if they have Zealous Persecution. Okay, I'll just block here. If they have Persecution, I mean, again, I have the Venture. I could just bounce the creature. Sure. They have no more Hawks, so they're all in your hand. They are all in your hand. All right. Oh, the bouncing will begin now. Now I have now I have Riptide up. Now they just nobody really play many creatures anymore. Their hand's very like samey. I can basically just bounce Reflector Mage every turn now. Alright, attack with the Hawk. I'm gonna bounce this Wizard. Pretty soon enough mana to bounce Fencer. If I draw not that play, I could just bounce Fencer. What is this? Give instant speed removal. Okay, you're just draw a card. Sure. Just like completely drowns their hand too, because they have all Hawks in their hand. They have all 4 Hawks. It's like hilarious. Yeah, I don't think they get to play another spell anymore. Oh, okay, they can play that. Never mind. I stand corrected. I'm sorry, you got me. You got me. I was wrong. You were right. I'm dumb. You're smart. Alright, so I have Essence Flux for anything here. They play like a Wrath, I get to Flux it with the Venser. Next turn I'm just bouncing Venser, so like I get to just nuke all their lands next turn anyway, so... This is why Riptide's so good in the end game. Because I just get to keep reusing them. Man, how did I ever play this deck without Reflector Mage? Triple white and a black. This is Obsidat? Do they have Obsidat? What did they need triple white for? They paid a mana for the white. Okay, yeah, let's roll it back here. They still have the mana paid here for this. They're taking unnecessary damage. If this is Obsidat. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they were gonna get out of that. Alright. Let's go Wizards. Alright, round 4 here. Gonna play some more Magic after this. There's at least 2 more rounds. I am locked for top 4. My opponent is playing the Dreadnought deck, which is pretty good. It's always been around. So this matchup might be a bit tough. This mana is good. I'm gonna keep. I'm on the draw here. Being on the draw is just kind of tough. Because if we go to a game 3, they get the Dreadnought out first. Okay, Delver. We get to see how good the Magic they are if they can blind flip this Delver. I'd like to draw a turn 2 thing. I don't have any Vapor Snags they have in their deck, but most of them play like 3 or 4. Yeah, and the Banner or Prodigy would be pretty great to start this game. Fauna is good, but I only have 1 blue source right now. But my mana is good otherwise. Although this is kind of not easy to cast as Detention Sphere. Alright, no flip. They're just an average Magic player. Unless they have the turn 2. If they have the turn 2 Dreadnought, then they're pretty good. We all know that's how good that can be. Alright, awesome. I thought I was getting boomerang for a second. Alright, Reflector Mage is pretty great against Delvers and Dreadnoughts. I like all of this, honestly. I kind of like the lands right now, so... This just enables Detention Sphere if I draw it. But also, like, I get the Reflector Mage stuff. But I could have always Reflector Maged anything. I can't just play around every counterspell, though, so I'm going to have to, like, push through this stuff. Alright, let's see another flip here. Alright, they have Memory Lapse. That's going to be annoying. Alright, Ponder. Let's see how they ponder here. They chose to shuffle, so they're looking at this blind. Okay. A couple things I could do here. I can get my thing fluxed here, or I can net lapsed, or I can just go for the Seagate Oracle. I think Seagate Oracle is fine. If I get the draw, it's awesome. I get to clear some of these lands out of my top. Next card's a land. I'm drawing 2 lands next, so I wouldn't mind this getting lapse versus this. It doesn't really matter, honestly. But they get to hold information on this, which I don't know if that even matters. Especially if they probe me at any point. Alright. They might just flux or lapse this just for like tempo reasons. I wouldn't hate it. Okay, they let me draw. Alright, I will take the Venser here. I can just keep jamming Vensers through their counterspell, which is pretty decent. It's a pretty decent way of playing this match. I don't know if they're playing the Brineborn version or the Fairy Vandal version. I'm not sure if there's even a Fairy Vandal version. I think they're playing Brineborn, so I don't know if I really want to attack with this guy. Okay, two more all the Ventures. Alright, I know they have the Lapse, so I don't know if like playing this Reflector Mage into it is good. If they try to tap out, maybe I can just Venture in response. I don't think they'll tap out. I mean, like... Ooh, 5 lands. So much. I'm gonna go for Venture here. Yeah, I'll just go for Venture here. They'll just lapse it. It's totally fine. They should not let this resolve. Or they, like, just lose... I mean, they could lose focus too. Okay. Kind of helpful information, but, I mean, now I know they have lapse still. Maybe get him to bait up Brineborn by attacking. And then I could, like, flash and Venser. Because one mana will not stop a Venser. Okay. So the flash in Brineborn here, then I get to bounce the Delver. Okay. They did not fall for it. Or they just don't have anything. They could be just sitting on a million counter spells, and that's fine too. And that's fine too, you know? It's totally fine. Okay. I'm going to flash in this Venser. Because I have a ton of them. I have plenty of time. Well, 3 turns really, but this is the lapse. Oh, they're gonna slip. Interesting. It's a little annoying. But I have a ton of Vensers. But I have a Venser on the field now, which is great. MALCATOR. Hmm. I'm gonna upkeep Flux. I know they have like a bunch of counter spells or something. I don't know. They have a bunch of like nothing. I mean, or I could just like double Flux this. I could also just double Flux this thing, but I could really lead myself into. They could just have Lapse. If they have Lapse, then I know they made me know this Venture is good. Or if they have done a lose focus here. Okay, just let it happen. I know they have the Lapse, so I can't like double Flux this thing, but we'll see. That's fine. Alright, let's test their counter spells. They have at least 1 lapse. I just want to bounce this. I mean, they have their slip. Slip is fine too. Is it the same lapse they show? Okay. Sometimes people play different art lapses. Another lapse? Okay. Lapse is like not a big deal because they just draw the fluxes. It's a lot of value for me. Look at my board. Okay. Alright, hopefully my mage will just get it done. They can have another slip, it'll be really annoying. But then I just get the... I draw like a flux. I'm drawing 2 fluxes. So my board's very good. My draws are actually really good at this point. Like, I feel pretty set up, honestly. I just have to make sure I don't get Delvered. Although they could just replay it as Delver of Secrets, which is kind of funny. It's a different name. Then maybe we just out of gas. Some of these decks don't even play Treasure Cruise, so it's like... I don't know. They just, like, run out of things to do. Alright. Okay, they better have a lot of slips here. Alright, you know I have the Flux, so you must have a counterspell. Your last spell is probably counterspell, right? Alright, they have a lapse. Okay. This is perfect. Because now, like, I know this thing is not going to live. Because I have another Flux, and I still have the Flux coming. And I have this Venser in my hand, so... I know I'm good. I'm good to attack, at least. I don't... Okay, they played the Delver. I don't think they're winning this game. Well, I guess they could just, like... No, I have, like, so much mana here. I have Venser Bounce and Reflector Mage this. Gotta attack with everyone here. So my upkeep, the upkeep is awesome because I have all instants in my deck. Okay. I think I'm just like essence fluxing my mage and then upkeep bouncing this. Yeah. And next card's another flux, so they've already lapsed the other one. Sure. And they can really only draw like a defabricate or another slip. They've already used like one. They could have known that my last card was Venser though. It's kind of rough for them. But, I mean, if the board stays as is, I should win the game. Yes! Alright, that's the one to win. On the draw, that's the one to win. Okay. I know these, like, sorcery speed things are good, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna play some Dispels, too. It's kind of, like, slow removal for this. I like Retort a lot. I need some amount of counter spells for the late game, but they're really bad on the play, so Reflector Range was like surprisingly good there. Actually, I don't know if I want these here. They have very few threats. I have enough like mages and Mensters to bounce all their stuff. I'll just cut some like I would just cut step throughs here. Seagate's a bit slow too. I can just cut a Seagate. I think it's fine. I definitely have enough to deal with the board here between Reflector Mage and Venser. They just play well with like fluxes. They could stifle the step through trigger, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't think they're. I don't think they're gonna go that deep with it. Sure, I can keep. I have a step through for something. I think they just kind of got flooded a bit. I don't think these decks play Treasure Cruise, which they should. They have a turn one Delver here? Dang. This turn one Delver can kind of go hard if they flip it early. Alright, there's this spell. That's kind of nice. I can't stop the turn two, though. No blind flip. Yes. Average Magic player. I think I might just play Ponder. And it holds Dispel for something. I don't really know. I kind of want to get this online, though. But, I mean, I can get got by any counterspell. I might want to just, like, wait. If I have multiples, I might just jam. I think I'll just ponder. I'll just wait. I can play this. I can take the long game here. Uh, I kind of like the land and the flux. Kind of like everything here, maybe. I have the step through too, so it's like if they do nothing in the next couple turns, I get to step through for a creature. The mold tributary is kind of annoying though. All right, Brineborn's pretty decent. Just add pressure. This flips is kind of annoying. All right, a normal fugitive wizard. All right, I need to get something on the board. I think I'm just gonna play the Prodigy. Um, if they have loose focus, this is kind of annoying because then they just pay for a bunch. If it's just lapse, I have the dispel. All right. What do you have spell pierce? I don't know if they'll. I don't know if they have spell pierce in their deck. They have Solars in their deck. That's wild. Okay. Kind of funny because you can't use Essence Flux to pump the Prodigy because I just blink it and I lose the pump. Oh, no flip still. But, I mean, this does block a Delver, so it can't really attack with Brineborn. It went to 2 game 1, so it's not a big deal. Probe me, so they see what's up. I am kind of vulnerable to a Dreadnought here, so... Huh. I think I'm just gonna Ponder first. I draw like a non-creature spell. I kind of want to draw it. Ooh, there's a Retort. Retort's pretty good here. And MALCATOR. They only have like 3 cards in our hand. Um, I can't step through now because I want to draw the MALCATOR. It's pretty good. I kind of want to counter this. I think I just want to counter it. I don't know. No, I could just block it. But if this thing flips, it's gonna be really bad for me. But next turn, no, I can't because I won't have an untapped land. I should have just probably drawn the fortress. All right, they drew Cruise, so they are playing Cruise. Okay, but they have a lot of lands. The last card, they can't cast Cruise. You're short 1 for the Cruise. You are short 1. Okay, yeah, let's roll that back. There we go. Wait till I kill your Brineborn, and then... Okay, I'll take 7. Go to 6? Ugh, I need to find an answer to this, but at least next turn the MALCATOR could hopefully... I kind of just did my... I think I did my just like everything wrong here. Because if I have a counterspell, I think I'm just dead. Because I don't have a counter for this. I kind of just like sequenced terribly here. I should just like pondered first and then thought about my land. Yeah, now I'm kind of just stuck in this like play pattern. If they had a Vapor Sack, they would have done it already, I think. So I think, at least. Okay. They can have another Brineborn. I don't want to attack into the Prodigy, so I just want to make 6 tokens. And then I have to deal with this somehow. But I have to step through. Oh, wait. I gotta play this land. I could just, like... Oh, I don't have, like, a 2-mana bounce spell, but... if I bounce these 2 things, they, like, just die. They tap out. I think they're just dead. Okay, even their Delver. That's pretty good. So the last card is Cruise. So I know I'm good. So now I know I'm good for step through. Yeah, I'm actually good here. My next card's an untapped land, I think. Okay, that's aggressive. That's really aggressive. Huh. Okay, I think they're just dead now. Let me think. Let me just make sure here. Um, can I block in a way that doesn't kill any of my creatures? Their last card is Cruise. I don't need the MALCATOR anymore. Their last card is Cruise, so they just want to cruise here. This makes sure that they can cruise. So I go to 3, and I just step through their creature and kill them. I have 18 power. I have 19 power on the field, 20 when I just cast step through. I mean, if they draw like land Vapor Snag, that's pretty good, I guess. Okay. No land. Don't play a land. Just let me... Okay, good. Okay. Okay. There's no free counterspell, and any free counterspell would be really odd to have. They really left themselves... I don't know why they attacked into my golems. I don't know why they attacked into this. Because now they're just dead to a removal spell. 6 times 3 is 18. The math is there. I have the bounce spell. Do I go for this? I know my next card. It's a land. So, I mean, I can go for the step through for the. I can go for the swag play, or I can go for the good play. Okay, let's just cast step through. Achievement unlocked. All right. Achievement unlocked. Cast step through. I don't know why they attacked with their Brineborn. There was no reason to attack there. I have no idea why they attacked. I have 18 power on the field. They're at 18. Oh man. Alright. Alright, in with the top 4, with the wizard deck here. Playing I think they're playing Orzhov. I think it's more like a control-y or another random mid-range Orzhov deck. See how this goes. I'm gonna mulligan this hand on the play. This hand's okay. If I draw a land here, I can just activate Seagate. Otherwise, I can step roots or something. So I like this hand. I'm gonna keep. I guess I get rid of. Actually, I guess I get rid of step through because if I draw a land, I can just like kind of try to draw out of this. I want to keep the flux though. This deck might have a lot more like things to do. Of course, your step through against my creatures. So the last Orzhov deck I played against just didn't seem to have any removal. This deck might be more chalk pack with removal. I think. I think they're more of like this. Did we play them? I don't remember. Maybe we did play them. Did we play them in round 1? I don't remember. No, that was the. I don't remember. All right, long pause here. You should kill the man. That's my. Okay. I don't have a third land though, so it's a little rough. Okay, I found the third land. I guess just Oracle here. Man, it all would have came. Would all been, all been great. All right, I'll take the Prodigy here. Prodigy can protect with the Flux. Or I can just like Flux, Seagate, and draw 2 if they try to kill the Prodigy. Oh, man. But yeah, so far so good. I knew the first creature would die, so I'm not worried about that. Agonizing Remorse. That's a pretty good card right now. I'm gonna take my Prodigy, probably. Most of my hand's not very good, so... If they keep the Prodigy in, that means, I guess, that they have an answer to it. But, I mean, if they keep it, then they have the Flux. I can answer their answer. Alright, well, they're thinking. Just make sure. Okay, they played. Came in. Or they could be DCing. I wouldn't like that. They definitely are thinking very hard. They took the Prodigy, after all. If I draw a land, I can just step through for another Prodigy, so maybe that's what they're thinking about. Okay, I drew Idyllic Beachfront. Pretty good land, actually. It unlocks, like, the rest of my deck. So now I actually have Riptide up, so I can actually Riptide my creatures if I wanted to. Pretty soon. I have to make sure that, like... Cling to Dust. They draw a card. Cling to Dust is so good as a 1-of in these black decks. It's actually an amazing card to come back in this format. Does that mean they just, like, think forever? Because that's fine, I guess. I don't think it was, like, a fairly hard choice. The whole deck is, like, kind of built around these wizards. I don't need them, but they kind of, like, snowball. It's all just a big snowball effect deck. Let me get another Gatorade while they're thinking. I can roll over to my fridge. I guess I'll discard the Flux, which is kind of sad. Because I definitely want to get a Prodigy in play. Another play could have been like the play to Prodigy, Flux this, or Flux my thing, and then get in. But now I have to like focus on the Kaya. If they want to make me discard another card, they have to lose the Kaya, so it's kind of whatever. That's why I have D tiers though. It's really hard to deal with planeswalkers outside of Venser, so D tier is actually kind of helpful in matchups like this. Well, I cannot beat an Obsidian though. I don't think I can actually beat Obsidian if my opponent has it. They might just be Orzhov control. But they played that last season. They played the heck out of it last season. Okay. I'll get rid of the Malcator, because the Scepter just means I can get a Malcator if I want. It's also like insulates you from drawing extra Malcators, I guess. The Scepter can find anything. Anything, Venser is better in this spot, because I can start nuking their land if they miss land drops. Also, if they play an Obsidian, I can just Venser it. Sure. I'm still gonna get Venser, I think. But if they play another Kaya, it's gonna be really annoying. Arena. Okay, so they are just control. What this deck lacks is Damn, which is was a sad to lose that card, but do I let them draw a card, or do I just hold up this Venser? It's a tough choice, actually. I think I'm just gonna hold up the Venser. Pretty sad. Arena's so good, but if they play an Omzet at or a big drop, I just get the Venser it. So the Seagate Oracle has to go hard though next turn. Or I just hold up Riptide Lab or anything. Kunaros. Sure. Kunaros is pretty funny against Dredge. No one played it though. Okay. Now I think I just Venser the Arena. I don't really need to attack. Alright. I need to find something here. Kind of want the land, sadly. Because I can do the 6 land, so I can start bouncing the Seagate Oracles. This thing has Vigilance, though. It's really annoying. This card is actually pretty annoying. I could beat a creature. Like, the deck is built to beat creatures, so it's not the end of the world. Vindicate, sure. I had more where that came from, eventually. This is the Arena, sure. Ooh, Prodigy is nice. And now I have a Riptide Lab up, so all their sorcery sheets up, it's like really bad. I'll save like an instant speed removal spell, which I haven't seen yet. Their deck seems very sorcery speed, outside of like the Cling to Dust. I'll take another 3. I can't really just block and bounce, because then they could just like kill the one thing I don't, because that's Menace. Alright, here comes the draw engine. You have Arena, I have an Arena. Welcome to my Arena. This is how... this is my Arena. I'll take the land here. Okay, I really wanted that land instead. I guess I'll take Seagate Oracle. Kunaros plus this is a pretty good combo. The lifelink gets kind of annoying. Sure. What am I losing a Ponder when I have super sleight of hand in my hand? This is gonna take a while. Okay, Sculler is pretty good, but it's okay. I can just bounce my Seagate. Sculler is actually not that great. I mean, I have Seagates in my hand, or in play. Oh, they can't. Oh, they can't actually play Clean to Dust with Kunaros in play. It's actually hilarious. I just realized that. I'm looking for Reflector Mage for sure. Is this a Wrath? Oh, Chupacabra. What are they taking? Doesn't matter. I can just bounce it. But I guess I don't get to bounce my Seagate Oracle, which is kind of good for them. It's very creature heavy. Okay, I have all this, so I guess I'll just do all this. They have a Wrath. It's going to be pretty good. I'm not going to lie. The Wrath is going to be very good here. And I'm slowly dying to this Kunaros. I just need to find a Reflector Mage soon. MALCATOR also works. MALCATOR makes a million things here. Campbell doesn't work that well against me. Okay, time to draw a million cards. Try to choose my lands carefully here. All right, super duper sleight of hand. What we got? I will take Reflector Mage here. I will take Essence Flux. I kind of want that Venser, but I mean this thing is annoying. I'll take the land. But I guess I could Mage. I guess it's just Mage like everything else. I don't want to Mage this, so 1, 2, 3. All right, not bad. I could just flux whatever they try to kill here. If they try to kill something. What is this? Oh, they can cling now. I guess they could cling the draw card. Now that Kuneros is gone. I guess I've unlocked their cling to dust. No. No. That's gonna be such a grindy match. I already tell. Sure. They draw a card. Alright, I'm at 8, but I mean the life total's not too bad. Their clock is not very fast. A Wrath is terrible for me. Remorse, huh? Alright, I think I'm just gonna draw 3 cards here. I'd rather just, like, I might as well Ancestral here. If they play a Wrath, so be it. I'll take a land. The band's like kind of redundant here. Let's take the Flux. I'll take the Prodigy. Okay, now you have choices. Everything results in me drawing more cards in a weird way, so... The Oracle is pretty good here. The Flux is pretty good here. They took the Flux. Even if they Wrath here, I have Prodigy Seagate to back up. They have another Arena. I love it. They're just going for it. Okay, Alright, Prodigy. I'm honestly... Oh god, no. I am actually, like, really overextending here, but I kind of believe that they don't have Wrath in their deck. No, that's gotta be wrong. Alright, Venser. Now I'm protected against everything. Reflector Mage is awesome here. I'll take Reflector Mage, sure. I'll take a MALCATOR, sure. Hope they don't have, like, Condemn in their deck. They might. They might have Condemn. Oh, Shambling Man. Oh, crap. Well, I mean, they could Wrath. I don't know. It's whatever. If I lose this, it is what it is. This is whatever. This is a little unfortunate. I kind of forgot they had Shambling Man. I could Venser it, but I'd rather protect my... I'd rather protect my Venser. I'd rather use my Venser to bounce, like, for 3 things now. Casting Foresight. It's a little overextending. I could just get Wrath, but not any... I guess the Venser doesn't even protect me as a Wrath. I could just recast the Wrath. I know, they're playing so many creatures, though. I'm just gonna let this resolve. I don't really care. I have multiple removal spells in my hand. I actually don't think I care about this. I'll say multiple titles code, and that's not good. They scooped it up. I can't believe it. I can't believe they scooped it. Okay. Maybe I can. I don't know. All right. I actually like D-Sphere in this matchup, but it's the only way I can deal with. I mean, I have several ways to deal with Arena, but I'm gonna cut some mages. I definitely want retorts too. I kind of want all the retorts in. So they have a bunch of like counter magic though. So okay, I'll just shave some step throughs. I feel like they're gonna bring in Wrath in this matchup. If they own Wraths, I think they're gonna play it. And kind of MALCATOR, I guess. MALCATOR's been really good though. I think this is fine, but it's like as a legendary, it's just like I don't really want. I can drop a Ponder. Ponder's always good to drop. When in doubt, just drop a Ponder. Just drop one. All right, let's try this. Thorn should be not bad either. I don't know. They play like they have a ton of creatures there. Let's just roll with this. I don't think the spell's gonna be very good. They only really played sorcery speed spells against me. Outside the Cling. I think it's Cling to instant, but Cling is pretty good. You really can't dispel a Cling very well. Alright. The Delver player made it to the finals. Oh. Mr. can't bounce itself. It's true. Alright, Remorse. Goodbye, the man. Dean of Iteration. He knew you too well. Actually, they might take the MALCATOR or the Venser if they just killed in the ban with like a Bloodchief Thirst. Okay, I just take the ban. I'll draw another one. It's not a big deal. Damn it. I might just hold next turn with a cancel here. And I could just like, I don't have to like, just playing this as a Blade Splicer is not that great. So I can just hold this as cancel next turn. And then next turn, I can just, again, hold cancel or 2/2 Remand guy. And then I have Counterspell up. Campbell? They still have the Campbell in their deck. Alright, now I feel like I've changed my mind here. And I will play Wizard. I'll play Blade Splicer. Because let's play on this field again against Campbell. I mean, they can kill the Golem here, and then I have just MALCATOR. But MALCATOR enables the retort, so. Yeah, so the end-step thing is pretty good. If you have Harmonic Prodigies, the Prodigies help trigger the end-step thing. So if you have a single Prodigy in the ban, you get 5 Golems, which is very good. If you have 2 Prodigies and a MALCATOR, you get 6 Golems, which is very, very good. Even like Sin Collector, wow. But yeah, even like Naban, Essence Flux, MALCATOR makes 4 Golems, which is good. I mean, and the Incept thing does come into handy. Alright, well, I'm going to hold up Venser, so go ahead. Wow, why'd they bring in Sin Collector against me? Maybe they just didn't bore anything out. Or maybe they just, like, big-brained me and knew I was going to bring in counter spells. Alright. Alright, remand this thing. Alright, I think I beat this Kaya with Prodigy here. Just drawing more cards in them. No, but Blaze Hunter Wizard's really good, just because everything wants to be wizards. I'll take a land to probably discard to Fencer, or to Kaya. No, just you just want anything with wizard text, and it's like I played this in season 20 with Blade Splicer, and Blade Splicer was good then, so this is just better now. Chupacabra, that's gonna kill the Prodigy. But I've already gotten value out of it, so I can't complain. They're so like I thought this was more control-y, but I guess they're min-ranging it up now. Playing the Fortress so I can play my Detention Sphere if I draw it. Now I have Venser and Retort up, so I feel pretty good of just hanging out. I just need a couple of Reflector Mages. I only have 2 in the deck. Scholar, huh? Guess I'll just counter this. Campbell gets a bite, but it's whatever. Alright, the bouncing will begin soon. Probably now. Yeah, it's pretty good now, actually. Hmm. Yeah, it's probably good right now, honestly. I do need to draw something, though. But this will buy me some time. Because I can attack with a golem. They double block, I get to eat one thing, I guess. This is super aggressive, but I'm just kind of begging that I'll draw anything. Like I mean, I could draw like a counter spell, but that's not terrible on this board. I could just play patiently, I guess. All right. Ooh, I like D-Sphere. But what do I D? Do I even care? No, I can't hold it, because if I hold it, I'll just lose it to a Kaya if they draw an untapped land. Probably gonna get rid of Campbell, which is kind of weird. Everything else has an ETB effect. Alright, keep coming in with this golem. I guess I could vindicate this. I mean, it's fine, I guess. Okay. Respect. 2 Ventures to go. Okay. They're gonna play the Kaya, so I'm just gonna lose this lane anyway. That might just blink the Golem for 2 life. Or they could blink their Chupacabra. That'd be pretty decent. This is Obsidat? Alright, that's pretty good. Obsidat's gonna kind of be annoying here if I don't draw a Venser. Okay. Maybe I should just keep in the step throughs and just cut all the ponders. I kind of like that plan, honestly. If they're gonna play like Campbell, and if they can play Campbell and like Sin Collector against me, I might as well just keep all the demonic tutors in my deck. Alright, I'm just gonna hang out with this golem. I would actually like block all of this. I'm kind of down with blocking everything. I can't actually kill Obsidat. But, I mean, they have the Kaya. This is bad, because they just blink the golem now. This is bad. Go to 7. Flux is pretty good. It just makes a MALCATOR. Okay, I'm just gonna concede this. Probably should have attacked. Alright, they're very creature heavy. I didn't realize how creature heavy they were gonna be. But the spheres kind of cover that base too. So I'm not like super worried. I want all the Stepthers. I really do. I think I want all the Stepthers. I'm gonna put them back in. And not have Ponder in my deck. I could play another Reflector Mage. I kind of always needed one at some point. It's kind of goofy, though. This is kind of... I don't... I mean, what are all these random creatures I played? Like, I mean, do I really want to bounce a Chupacabra? Like, they still have Tideholder Scholars in their deck, and Campbells and all this stuff. I think I need, like, some mages. It's kind of goofy. I have no rationale of cutting Ponders, but I don't know. I really have zero rationale for that. I'm gonna keep, but I'm gonna hope for a land here. This thing's gonna die, but I really would like another blue source. But otherwise, it's pretty good mana. Or white. I need a white source, so like Fortress would be great. Oh god, what's happening? Risky Keeps its punished. Risky Keeps its punished by the lack of white sources. Or blue. Blue-white. I mean, Fortress would be the greatest draw. Alright, Scholar. Cut Ponder to Brick Sim Collector. It's true! It's true! Oh, why did I keep this hand? It was still risky, but the mana looked fine-ish. As long as I draw a land here, it's fine. What would they take here? Because if I draw a white source, it's perfect. If I draw a blue source, it's still fine. If I don't draw a land at all, I'm totally boned. So their choices are so tough. I think the choice is super tough. I mean, I think you take the mage. The mage is probably the best card. Sphere is pretty good too. Like, my hand is completely uncastable, so like, whether or not you think I can cast the spell is like irrelevant because I cannot cast any of these spells at the moment. I'll rip the land. It'll be fine. Or will I? Or will I? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm scared. Of course. But now I can like counter a Vindicate here or a Bloodchief's Thirst with the Flux. I took the Mage. It's totally fine. Why did I keep this hand? These hands always result of like, oh, why did I keep this hand? To, man, I'm a genius. And you always want to feel like a genius. You always want to feel like a genius. There's another... I mean, if they play another Hightailor Scholar, they have to take the Dungeon Sphere, right? Because if I draw the white source, they just get wiped. They totally get wiped here. So you have to take the D-Sphere here. But now they know I have the Flux, so, I mean... Okay. Duress? Are you kidding? No. They took a retort. I can't cast that spell. My go-to at Five Guys is grilled onions, barbecue, lettuce, tomato. That's it. I really like barbecue on my burgers. No, not like this. This is my fault. This is all my fault. This is all my fault. I can't believe they took the retort. I feel like you should get a stun up at 5 guys. It's kind of worth it. Such a messy burger. Oh my god! How many duresses do they... They really don't want to have any counter spells. It's really expensive. That's my only gripe about 5 guys. Wow, they're playing for the super long game here. Why do these duresses hit? All these duresses like hit. I can't believe it. Sure, man. Take the Venser, please. Alright. Alright. Their hand, I don't know. We're like, if they don't have an arena or something, I don't hate this position. Okay. I'm a step through. I could draw another Harmonic Prodigy now, or play another one. It gives me a shuffle at least. I can shuffle my deck. Don't be obstinate. Remorse? I could shuffle and get rid of like a spell. Like, do I really want to shuffle? Do I want to lose this to a shuffle? Like, do I really care? Umara Wizard? Yeah, right. Then they just Agonize Remorse it. I'm trying to think of, is it worth it for me to just like get a shuffle in just so they can like take a card, a legendary card that I can't play? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm actually gonna Wizard Cycle. It might like if you keep Naban. Naban is like weirdly enticing to take. Okay. I don't want to lose a Prodigy. I'd rather lose a Naban there. It's like the same thing. It worked. Not even more land. We're in it. And we're in it. Okay. Please don't draw an Obsidat. I have double Venser, it's fine. Okay, Arena, it's whatever. It's not a whatever, but I need to draw another untapped land now. Oh, close. It's close. It's close. Nope, we're coming back. We're coming back. I get the reflector, I get to bounce this, reflector mage this, they can't play anything. No, it's fine. It's fine. Hop up an Optad X-Men? I mean, I don't know. It's a good card. People should definitely play it. No, what the heck? It's fine, it's fine. This is fine. This is fine. I have to take like 4 more, like a lot more damage here, but this is fine. Or I could just draw Reflector Mage. Okay. This is actually a great kind of chain of events here. Because I got Reflector Mage this, I can't cast that Hollow Scholar. Reflector Mage this, and then they can't cast that one, and then I can de-spear the arena. But I still have to, like... Still get to draw, like, 4 cards, so... I mean, they have 5 minutes left, by the way. Like, they've taken so much time. They've thought, like, very... I don't know. They should attack with this. They should be thinking about the clock. Okay, they're gonna do it. Which means they're gonna sack this. Oh, they're just gonna gain life. Okay. Fair. I like it. That means they have no other play, which is awesome. Okay. 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 No attack. I need to block. Just kind of trying to dodge an Obsidat. That's all I really want to do. Next turn, this is getting de-speared. Oh, they are playing Wrath. Okay. So they have now they have like double, say they have double Tideholder Skull active. So hard. Yeah, I don't understand. I had to think. Do I just let him like keep the arena? No. I mean, they're just gonna attack me with like a bunch of things. They don't have to do anything, right? I need to stop this arena first and foremost. I'm gonna lose the Venser, but it's like whatever. Like I need to slow this down. Yeah, it's just like I have to slow this down. I'm gonna lose the Venser to the Title Scholar. They're gonna get in for 2 with the Shambling Man. Or if they play an Obsidat, I'm just dead. They can still play Obsidat, Tideholder Scholar, which is really good. Yeah, I don't understand their deck. It's like it should be a control deck, but they're playing multiple creatures, which is like confusing the hell out of me. They have a pile of discard and Sin Collector. Okay. Beatdowns. They're going on the beatdown plan. But this is where my deck is like not good though. Where it's I guess they have to worry about their time too. Like now I'm just top decking. It's not like super great. I can draw another D Sphere. MALCATOR is a great draw. Okay. That will stall some time. I mean, they're like Bloodchief's Thirst is really good, or Vindicate, yeah. They didn't activate. I'll just go to 4. It's like the same thing as like not blocking. They have another arena, okay. Seagate Oracle, please help. Ooh, that's big time. I gotta go for the 2-for-1. Right? Yes. I need to get this Venture back in my hand. I mean, they could just draw like a Vindicate or something, and then it just resets everything. I'm not attacking. Okay. Crawling back slowly. I missed like 2 land drops, and now I'm here. That's true. I could do that. I could do that. Oh, they're gonna load up, I think. They're gonna load up on okay. They drew the Vindicate. It's rough. Ugh, it's rough. I don't have any more D spheres in my deck. Drew a land. Hmm. Okay, this is not the worst. Hmm. The scant 4 life. Uh, they can attack me to 2. They just like kind of keep attacking a bunch. Okay. I think they're just gonna come in with all their creatures. Yep. Okay. Flicker this. I have to kill this, so I'm gonna do this, 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 I guess. Go to 2. Play this Venser. I'm gonna Venser now, I think. Yeah, Venser event. I'm also playing. I'm honestly just playing for the clock at this point. All right, I drew a Dean that just blocks. Oh, this is why you have to play fast. They took so much time thinking in the beginning of the game. Now I'm like, how am I at this point in the game? If they're on opposite end, I just die. Which maybe like venturing was really bad. Of course. Oh my god. That's the only thing I can die to here. Alright. That's so that was the only thing I could die to there. That's brutal. Classic 4-0 to lose in the semis. Alright. Final thoughts with the wizard list. Yeah. Classic 4-0. 4-0 the Swiss. Lose immediately in single elimination. Most of my choices, I like most everything here. MALCATOR is great, even if it's a legend. It's like you always want to draw one. It kind of brought me back in some of the games. I thought the mana was fine, even though I like kind of missed some land drops in that last game. Um, yeah, Mistcaller could be okay. Oh, Mistcaller, the wizard card. Yeah, there's some like interesting wizards that could be played. Sour, Gadwick. I don't know about like in the 4 slots. I kind of like I already have like Ventress and Reflect Mage. I don't really care about creatures. Gadwick is interesting because you could draw a bunch of cards in the late game. This list really leans heavily on like Seagate though, and like step throughs to kind of just like get what you want. Um, Not that like I don't dislove Ponder, but boarding out Ponders was hilarious. And they played like double duress against my Wizard Swords. Um, yeah, I thought that single D was fine. It was a little hard to cast in some instances, but um, I'm not sure. I could probably like flip a tributary for an Isle Beachfront for another white source. I don't know if I really want that though. Like playing a Harmonic Prodigy is really important on turn 2, and it's like this is actually just like really low on sources. If anything, this could maybe become like I guess this could be like a Mystic Monastery, and that would kind of solve a lot of problems. But then you like lose an island for your like 8 check lands, so it's kind of tough. It's really tough when you play like 6 colorless sources, and it just kind of like messes up this math. But it's whatever. It's give and take. But yeah, I wish there was some like late game stuff, like some sort of planeswalker or something, just like continually draw cards. The late game, honestly, is like trying to like use Riptide Lab to bounce like Sea Gates or whatever, or just step through for whatever you need. It's kind of like the late-ish game because you just tutor for what you need at that point. Like you need a card drawing spell and you bounce something. You need a bunch of creatures. It's pretty what you want to be. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's more wizards I could like, kind of look at, but I think I got like the best of the most of the, like all these 16 things just do the most work overall. I don't miss like Watcher for Tomorrow because like I think it was harder to kind of pull off sometimes, but it always gave you a little bit of value. So I don't know. I think it's like having 4 step through. They're kind of easy to board out too. Yeah, that's it for me. Thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate the support. I'll see you next time.